Hi guys, what's happening? I hope you're all very well. It's me, Tom. Thank you very much for being on this channel. Firstly, can I say thank you very much to all our new subscribers. We've got at least 20 of you, which is great. We're slowly growing up. We want to get to that 1,000 mark. That's what we're aiming for. We should do something when there's 1,000. That's what you do, isn't it? You give something away. I've got news as far as Opposite Ends is concerned. Me and Elliot haven't been able to film together because of restrictions, because of COVID, obviously. But due to the magic of CGI and this new green screen I've got, I can have him here in the studio. Look. Hi, Elliot. How are you?
Hey, I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, like, I've been talking about conspiracies and that, you know what I mean? Like,
Isn't that magical? But if that is enough for you, what I've done is I've found some old Opposite End footage on my cameras. So next up is a video of us just answering a load of your questions that you've sent in. I hope you enjoy it and it tides you by for the meantime. But I will be working on more content and getting Elliot together to do more Opposite Ends soon. So once again, thank you so much for your support, for staying with the channel. I hope you enjoy the next video. And from Elliot and me, we'll see you in a bit. Bye.
bye.
Okay, so, thank you for joining us. These are the extra ones that we didn't get a chance to do. There's quite a few, so we'll make our way through. You can create a big Broadway musical about your life. What are you going to call it?
Billy Elliot, but just Elliot.
That's a better answer than I could do. Damn it, that's like a me answer. So now I've got like.
What do you call yours?
I would call it the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, okay.
That was a reach, though, isn't it?
I'll call it Book of Moron. Fucking
Slam.
I've absolutely smashed this. That is not a question that I should be doing well on.
That was all my question.
It's like if someone was like,
I'm swearing.
it's like if someone was like, which Crystal Palace player would you be?
Yeah,
and you just suddenly just smashed it.
Benteke, is that right?
Benteke is a good answer.
Is it?
Very good answer.
3 wishes for a genie.
I would wish for infinite wealth. Ultimately, that would destroy me.
I wish for you to have infinite wealth.
Now I've got double infinite, which means I've got no infinite because it's double. I'd wish for
World peace.
no, nothing shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I'd be selfish with it.
World peace is selfish.
I'd wish to know which conspiracy theories were true and which were lies.
Ooh, but the ability to detect a lie, that'd be cool. Right, yeah, that's nice. All right, and then we'll do this together. And the next one is, how about we just get refills?
Yeah, just free ultimate refills. Like, you know, at Full Park when you buy that special ultimate refills.
For anything.
And I bet the genie would be like, you've got infinite wealth.
Sure?
You've got infinite wealth.
Yeah, you don't need.
I don't want to wait at a bar.
But you've got infinite wealth. You don't need free refills. Which Spice Girls gardener would you go for a pint with? So, that's such a mental question.
The gardener of the Spice
So
Girls.
sporty, scary, posh, ginger,
It's
and
got to
baby.
be posh.
But yeah,
And low down should get. I bet Posh's gardener gives you a lot of info.
yeah. I reckon baby hasn't got a garden.
She lives
I
in
reckon
like a
she's got a
two-bed.
she's got a balcony, but she's not got a garden. Whereas Posh's garden is going to... Because I assume that gardener will have had a lot of other cool gardens. So it's like, hey, tell me about all these...
It's got to be Posh's garden. You can't go for like... No, you can't go for sporties. It's got to be Posh.
I agree. Secret society. If you could start one, what would it be?
Instead of like the Skull and Bones Club or like the Illuminati, I'd call it like the Flesh and Pelvis Bones Club.
The Flesh and Pelvis Bone Club.
Yeah. Does everyone be like, someone catches the Skull and Bone and we're like, because we don't want you there.
Yeah.
It's because I don't want you to realise what it is.
I think I'd like a secret society that's...
What do you want it to accomplish?
What about like a giant... It's just giant Chinese whispers.
They push it around like, we're going to start a disease that's going to kill everyone. And by the time it gets to someone, they're like, rubber wardrobe.
We're going to start a disease. We're we're going to fight the Japanese. We're going to scratch our knees. And by the end of it, like, right, we're all wearing dungarees.
I remember I was on a holiday when I was like 8 years old, and you had to go with the reps. So there was reps that did everything. So it wasn't just like you could just hang out with family. So like my mum had to go with these certain people, I had to go with these certain people, right?
It sounds like a concentration camp.
Yeah, it was a little bit concentration campy. And we were playing a game of Chinese Whispers. And we used to have to sing these songs every march around the camp. It was very good. We used to have to sing. We used to have to think, Coca-Cola came to town, Coca-Cola came to town, Diet Pepsi knocked it down, Diet Pepsi knocked it down.
Yeah, this is like Full Metal Jacket War.
And so we played, so we played a game of Chinese Whispers, and that was a Coca-Cola came to town, Diet Pepsi knocked it down, and it got to me. And I just changed it to something. I couldn't even remember what it was. I think I changed it to another couple of drinks. And then it got to the rep. And the rep went, who changed it? Who changed what it was? And it was like...
In the game of
Chinese Whispers.
That's the whole point.
And I was panicking because I was like, they're going to be...
Yeah.
And also, what I should have gone is gone, listen, fuck you. We're all in cause. Our aim is here to have fun.
Yeah.
My parents have paid for this holiday. You do what I say. And I'm changing the drink.
Yeah,
because that's what I do.
Don't orchestrate a game of hide and seek and then get people out for being too hidden.
Yeah, it was. I've only just remembered it, but fuck that person.
I'm sorry you're going through this, Elliot. Yeah. Would you rather have a whap for a mouth or be able to eat through your bum hole?
A wet ass pussy is a mouth.
Is that what that means?
The whap is wet ass.
I thought that was like a landline connection.
Oh God bless you, tell me too innocent for this world. No, that's a wet ass pussy. I'd rather have a wet ass pussy for a mouth.
I would. I'd rather eat from a bum.
Yeah, but what are you going to do when it comes to you're out for a meal with people? Just start shoving it up.
No, I agree.
I'd rather.
Well, rather than have this big.
What else? Yeah, but think about what like just you could think about when you got to throw up after a meal. How good it would feel.
That is darker than you first realised, because that's an eating disorder as well as having a vagina.
Very nuanced joke.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
That's a very. You go to throw up after a meal and you just go.
If you could be a piece of kitchenware, what would you be?
I'd like to have a silver spoon born in my mouth.
I would be an eligible spatula.
Oh fuck, that's really good. That shouldn't be funny, but it is. Eligible spatula is very funny. That's very good.
What tattoo would you get? Do you want to show your tattoo? This is the worst tattoo you've ever seen in your life.
Cam and come back on just to show how.
This is now should be OnlyFans. You don't want to see what I'm looking at.
It's not an awful tattoo.
It's an awful tattoo. You've only done half of it. That was like you didn't like da da da
Look,
da.
that's what I'm doing.
Can you see it?
Right there. That's the.
That little.
It doesn't even make sense because through the tattoo I was stretched. So if I don't stretch, it just looks fat-headed.
It looks awful anyway.
It's not an awful tattoo.
It's awful.
I disagree that it's an awful tattoo. It's a good tattoo, and God bless the people with Tiger Tattoo.
Tiger Tattoo.
Well, I went.
Did you go to the name of a place which had sort of? So if you wanted to get a starfish, would you look up starfish tattoo? Well,
no, the guy's actually a good, really good artist and stuff. I went in it. It's good for what that's exactly what I asked for. The guy did a great job. But I basically went into this place. I wanted this gorilla he'd done, and he went, "Look, here's the thing. I don't do the same bit of artwork twice." So I went to him like, "Well, all right, I'm coming back in."
Because funny enough, no one wants it.
So I went, "I'm coming back in like." So I booked in the fee. You have to pay £60 deposit. I went, "Look, mate, I'm back in 4 weeks. Just design something. Whatever you design, just put it on me."
You had 4 weeks.
And that was 4 hours worth of work. It was
For 4 weeks of prep.
Yeah, it was the worst pain of my life because I didn't really. You see, when people go, tattoos are painful, right? I always thought they were like, and I didn't realise the ribs was the most painful place to get it because it's just exposed on the bone.
Right.
It was the worst 4 hours of my life, undoubtedly.
Which Disney character would you sleep with?
Goofy.
Sorry, excuse me.
Is it Goofy? No, I think
Goofy?
No, I'd go with Ariel from The Little Mermaid, only because I've ever wanted to fuck a
Post
fish.
post fish.
No.
Oh no, you go pre-fish.
No, I'd go fish.
Would you go fish? What? Oh, right.
It's a tail slapping them out.
Would you?
Nah. I'd go with one of the ones they put in for diversity purposes, just to not seem racist. Because that's what Disney is now. It's, hey, this is our new film.
You know,
We've looked at the
Ariel's also
market.
going to be 15.
Why is Ariel 15?
Because she's a teenage mermaid. That's the whole.
Well, can't she be a 19-year-old teenage mermaid?
Well, she can, but she's not.
Lord, give
Don't get me wrong, because Prince Eric looks older as well.
Prince Andrew, more like.
I would. I don't know who'd be a good. What would be? You know, in The Sword and the Stone, you know, when he turns into a squirrel, and there's that girl squirrel who's like obsessed with him. Like, so.
You'd shag a squirrel.
I'm just saying she would be good, because she'd be. As far as like not to have a relationship with, she'd be awful. But to have a one night stand with, she'd be amazing.
A squirrel. You'd shag a squirrel.
You're going for a fish. Why is it different?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Squirrels. At least with fish, there's a little bit of like, take this, you sea creature.
Yeah. Apparently, squirrels she's great at handling nuts.
That's what I just said.
Is that what you said?
I said that 2 minutes ago.
Did you? Sorry, right. So we're going for an underage girl and an animal.
I'd go with Mulan.
An underage girl again.
Oh no, it's Mulan. Why aren't any of them?
Huh? Are many of them?
Oh, how many of them are of age?
I don't know. I think Princess Jasmine is like 17.
No, Jasmine's a good shout.
Jasmine's great. She's very sexy.
All right, here's what you want person who asked that question. I fucked a girl from Frozen. Is that what you want to hear?
Don't.
Is that what you want to hear? Is that what you wanted from this?
This isn't meant to be crude, Elliot. We're not meant to speak.
Is that what you wanted? Because that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting.
I'm going to have a steady relationship with. I was about to say the mum in 101 Dalmatians, but that means I'm breaking up a marriage.
I'd fuck the rat from Ratatouille. Just because that make me a good breakfast in the morning.